Okay, you would have seen two of these journals in a previous flip through a couple of weeks ago. That was journals number 1 and 2, which I had already put in my Etsy shop. And this is journals 3 and 4. I made 8 of them. So I've already done a flip through of the first two, and they're quite similar, like I said before. So I'm going to do a super quick flip through of number 3 and 4. So these are already in my Etsy store if you're interested. The link is in the comments box below. So it's a same wallpaper and little metal book plate with the word journal in there, which can be removed. And it's just got a little cluster of, or little layers of fabric, lace, hidden spine. That's the back, top, side. I love these little journals. And the bottom, they've got some beads on one of the center signatures. Okay, let's go super quick. So, like I said, this is journal number 3. Now, I think the lining paper on journals 1 and 2 were different, had a different pattern. So, this one's got plain. Yeah. Journals 1 and 2 had this sort of paper inside. So, you'll see this one is a little different. Okay, in the front pocket, I've got some original ledger paper from 1927, so almost 100 years old. In the front pocket, 1927 little diary, coffee dyed papers, butterfly tag. This was a postcard or something, note card. Coffee dyed papers. There's lots of sewn pages. I've left the threads on. If you don't like those, you can snip them off. This is some book spine. Some sort of contractor invoice. Journal card. All of the ephemera in here, most of them I've done videos on, if you scroll back through my channel. Some vintage maps. And if you want to see journals 1 and 2, I'll put the link to that in the comments box below as well. But like I said, very similar to these. Just a little cluster. That's not a real postage stamp. That's just a little cutout from a stamp auction catalogue. Foreign language pages. Oops. Some of these pages have more writing than others, these diary pages. This one has a full page. I've left it because I quite like it. Some of them that had scribble I have covered over, but this one I've left. But you can cover it over if that bugs you. You know, just glue some coffee dyed paper or something over top. I like the writing, the full page writing. I think it adds a bit of interest to the journal. Just some coffee dyed fabric sewn down the edge. Little scrap fabric cluster. Those are real postage stamps there. It's from an old stamp catalogue. Sorry, my fingers are so cold I can't turn the pages. It's from a stamp auction catalogue. It's getting a bit cold here now in Sydney. It's an office diary, some vintage typing paper, just some handmade ephemera, just extra little writing spaces. Whoops. Some of the scrap paper collaged washi tape, I think I called it. You'll see it in a previous video. Just scroll down. It's somewhere there. Not too long ago, I think. It's an old foreign language book page, and in there, While You Were Out, and this is a microfiche. Foreign language book page. Okay, this is an original postcard. Not sure where that is. Looks like Canada. The Provincial Museum in Canada. So it's got the original postage stamps and writing on it. Children's writing paper, little ticket. It's a page out of a Learn to Drive book. It's an original postage stamp and just some little scrap papers. That's a page out of my scrap paper roll. Okay, little pocket, and in here I've got a faux photo. This is an original ticket from Transport Tasmania. It's a ferry ticket. Isn't that cute? Okay, and in here, what have I got in here? I can't remember these now. They've been on my desk for a while. Oh, this is a page out of a coin catalogue. And this, I'm not sure what this was. I just found it in a German encyclopedia that I had. But it looks like a postcard. And it's quite cool. And old. I think it's the encyclopedia was from the 40s. From memory. Coffee dyed typing paper. It's a fabric ruffle. In this pocket I've got another faux photo. Little tickety thing I made from some adverts out of a Chinese newspaper. And a mixed media tag. Some coffee dyed paper that I do on my rusty ironing board out in the backyard. So you'll see that's where the beads are on the signature. Sorry, I forgot to tell you it's got 4 signatures as well. The measurements and the number of pages and everything I'll put you'll see in the Etsy description. So belly band, and in there I've got a page. Oh, this is that German encyclopedia, that little note card or postcard, whatever it was, I found in. I don't know if you can see on camera, but this is that beautiful font, really pretty. And a page out of a little stamp catalogue that I thought you could cut the little stamps out to make embellishments. these German encyclopedias. They're just really beautiful. I love that font. What else? Writing pages. That's vintage encyclopedia. Little stamp cluster. Sorry, a film cluster. Some lace sewn down the side. This is a page out of a Greek Bible. Beautiful font as well. Really lovely script font. It's very thin. Really pretty. Little diary or something page. Okay, that's a little wallpaper pocket, and in there I've got an original envelope with the original stamp. Look at this one, on Her Majesty's service. It's so cool. I love these envelopes. Do you know how hard it is for me to part with these? I've hoarded these for so many years. I'm finally letting them go. Okay, this one is stamped 7th of September 1945, Melbourne, Australia. Now, I don't have the original letter, unfortunately, so I've just put some coffee dyed cardboard in there. Just to keep the structure of the envelope. Okay, butterfly page. It's a coffee dyed glassine bag, and there's an original postcard in here. This one, it doesn't have a stamp. I think the batch that I used in all 8 of these journals, they were all water damaged. Not sure what happened to them. And none of them had the stamps on them. So maybe someone washed the stamps off. But this one, I think it says 1927 on this one. I may be wrong though. It may be 1947. I just can't read it. Sorry, I'm too blind. But beautiful font. I don't know what this big NO is. Maybe the address was wrong. But really pretty. Okay, little scrap fabric flower. Okay, I'm not taking, that's, I said it in my previous video, that little paper clip, they're really hard to get on and off. So be careful if you take it off the paper. They're so fiddly and so hard to get back on. Just got a little film strip in this envelope. A negative, you can do whatever you like with that. Leave it in there or use it to make embellishments. And in this pocket, I've got some colour photos of a sunset, and this is Outback Australia. And on the other side, this little clip, I don't know what it is. I've just used it like a paper clip, but I'm not sure actually what it's for. I think it's to hang something on the wall, maybe. I'm not sure. And one of my tags that I made from my QQ paper. And there's a clear pocket on the front with an old photo. That's an original photo in the front. And then in the back pocket, I've got handmade envelope with an original postage stamp. And in there, I've put just a butterfly journal card. Okay, so that is journal number 3. Like I said, 1 and 2 I've put in the previous video. Okay, that's number 3. So number 4, I'm going to go through super quick because all 8 journals are kind of the same. Okay, that's the beads on this one, front and the back, top, side, that's the bottom. Okay, I did say in my previous video, but if you didn't see it, I know a lot of people, if they sit their journals on a shelf, on a bookshelf, bottom beads dangling may annoy you. So you can either snip them off or put them over the top and just hang them down from the top so it looks like a, just a dangle on the spine of the journal. Okay. Journal number 4. So this has the same inside, front and back papers like journal number 1 and 2. Okay, 1927 ledger paper. So beautiful. These were from pharmacy ledgers. Okay, let me go quicker. See, this one I've covered up some scribble on the page, but I've left the writing as is. Butterfly tag. Journal card. Vintage map. Just some fabric sewn down the side. This batch of grungy papers turned out really nice. Handmade ephemera. That noise is my 2 crows that always come to my backyard. One is sitting outside my craft room door wanting some food. Microfiche. I don't know if you can hear them. They're so noisy. Actually, they're not crows. I always say crows. They're ravens. Original postcard. And this one is date stamp 1980, I think. 80 something. I can't quite see it. The postage stamp, little scrap papers. Okay, what have I got in this pocket? Another faux photo. And this little red ticket, that's an original. It's quite beaten up. You might want to glue it down to something. Oh, it's in another language. I don't know what it says. And I don't know what language it is. I'm so hopeless with languages. I don't know if you can see that. And in the back, page from that little coin book. And this is an original ticket, Railways of Australia, seat reservations. Sydney, October 1985. Sydney to Melbourne. Look how cute that is. I just love tickety things. Okay. Fabric ruffle. Whoops. In this pocket, another faux photo. Tickety thing. Mixed media tag. Just some lace and fabric. Okay, under this belly band, stamp catalogue page and German encyclopedia page. These were the leftover pieces when I was punching out some colour photos, punching some hearts out. So I've just turned them into belly bands. So that's fabric, lace and scrap papers underneath. Okay, little wallpaper pocket, and this is also an original envelope. This one is from 8th of October 1953. This is Commonwealth of Australia. Oh, this little envelope, this was quite beaten up, so I've had to do a few little minor repairs for this one. On the, you can see the flap here, it's ripped and it was kind of hanging off. So I've just put a bit of brown paper to attach the flap back to the main part of the envelope, just there. So that's a bit of brown paper there. And some coffee dyed card in the envelope. Actually, I quite like when the envelopes are beaten up like this. And I'm glad it's still got its flap on it. Okay, butterflies. Coffee dyed glassine bag with a postcard. Water damaged as well. This one is so faded I cannot even read it. I don't know what year it's from or what it says. It's in another language, I think, as well. It's a gorgeous postcard, that one. Scrap fabric flower. Greek Bible page. Okay, so it's got a film strip in it as well. Oh no way. Those mini paper clips don't like me. Okay, some colour photos, sunset, and an old building. I'm not sure what that building is or where it is. And I won't take that off. So that's just another handmade tag with a clear pocket and an original photo. That's a sweet photo. Okay, and last, handmade envelope with a stamp. And in there I've got the same butterfly, handmade butterfly journal card. Okay, so that's journal number 4. And those are already in my Etsy shop if you're interested. Like I said, I've made 8. So you'll see a few more videos with the remaining journals coming up in another week or 2. Okay, that's it. Thanks for watching. Bye.